Thing that's becoming pretty popular amongst the tweens is the Instamax stacks, the Fujifilm cameras, like with the little
Those.
Polaroid pictures. It's funny. They want to use like also disposable cameras. It's very retro. So these little cameras, these cute, they come in really adorable colors and they're like $100, but it prints out the little picture there and it's fun for the kids.
Completely forgot mentioning, which I probably should have mentioned in the last episode, was our family supermarket sweep tradition. So we do this in years when we don't have the kids Christmas morning, because we can give them cash and they can get a lot more for their money with the after Christmas sales. Because it's like, why buy everything full price
And paying extra rush shipping fees
when we don't see them until after Christmas?
I bought this for Gabby. I told you about this earlier. So this brand, Nido. So it's these little like squishy, and this is like an advent calendar. It's like one for each of the days. These are so popular with the kids. It's all these like sensory items. Like her friends are obsessed. Welcome to Holistic Dose. We've been through the plot twists, divorce, parenting, burnout, reinvention, and now we're doing midlife with way more honesty and way less BS. Think of us as your unfiltered friends, here to remind you that you're not too late, too old, or too far behind. I'm Tiffany.
And I'm Jeanette.
So if you've loved our last episode where we talked about how to reframe holiday gifts and the whole topic of that, we have a fun one for you here. We're going to do some gift guide stuff. Think this is always an area that, you know, in our friend group chat, we're always talking about like, what are we getting for our kids? What are we asking for ourselves? What do we give for our friends and family members? Which is opposite of what we talked about the last episode, like taming it down. But there's going to be some people who still want to do gifts. So today we're going to talk about the newly single, which I feel like is a fun category of gifts, the homebody, which I know is you and I both, and then tweens, which we have so many things to cover for tweens, both boys and girls, and this age. And I know it's like a really challenging one that we'll probably cover this in again in another episode as well. So
sounds good.
They're going to dive right in, and we'll make sure to add all the links to products in the show notes, and make sure you know that some of these things are things that we love and some of them we haven't tried out, but we're excited to share. Don't come after us if you don't like some of them. And then we're just going to share some of the things. So something that I love that I got myself recently is this, and we're going to have, if you're listening to us and you want to see visual images, like go check us out on YouTube because we're going to have little images come up while we're talking about the episodes. It's going to be even better if you listen to it there. But if not, then you can always check out our clips and read our show notes. So I just recently ordered this Homebody Club doormat, and it's from Urban Outfitters, and I absolutely love it. It's so cute. Little stripes, pink and white. I love it. It
Very
sets
cute.
the tone. I showed Gabby, I was like, this is what we're going to have for our new doormat. She's like, what? Yeah. So that's something that I think is really adorable and cute for that super homebody person.
Very nice.
Yeah. A silk pillowcase. Do you have one?
I don't, but I've been thinking about how I should get one because my hair gets frizzy and it's supposed to be really good for your hair.
Yeah, it's been on my personal list to get for myself, honestly, too. And I think it's one of those things that can be a very luxury item, and it presents as a small item, but somebody recently mentioned to me, they were like, oh my God, you don't have one? And I was like, no. I felt like I was in this outsiders club. So I did a little quick research on it, and it does say pretty good things. So it's like, it's better for your skin. As we get older, it helps so that you don't get those creases from your regular cotton pillowcases that cause like little fine lines. And it's also better just for your skin overall too. And as you mentioned, it's better for your hair. So reduces the frizz and the breakage and preserves your styles. Like I know that I don't wash my hair multiple times a week. It's like once, twice, but if I then will do like curls in it. So it's going to help maintain your styles.
Yeah.
Which is really important for us busy women.
Yeah. I think for curly hair, silk pillowcases are really good too. So maybe I'll get that for Logan.
Yes.
I think he's started getting into like wanting to like maintain his curls and not have it so frizzy. So maybe
the boys are all
pillowcase.
into it. That's a great idea. They really are. They're so into the styling of it. And then it's great for just temperature regulation. So it stays cool in the summer and warm in the winter.
Nice.
So yeah, I want one. Really do.
Oh, and this is interesting. I see that it repels dust mites, and I did not know that it was naturally hypoallergenic.
Me neither. And I have a dust allergy. I think most
Yeah.
people do. So you're going to sleep. And then I'm always like stuffy and congested. So I feel like this is just all signs point to getting it. However, what I thought was cool that I was when I looked up is that, these pillowcases from more of the popular brands, like from the OG brands like Slip and Blissy, they can be for like 100 to 120 bucks and up,
Yeah.
which that's kind of expensive. But Quince, which I started buying clothes from them and now they make home goods and things, they sell them for like 44 bucks,
Wow. That's a good
which
deal.
that's amazing. And a little tip too was that you want to look for 100% mulberry silk. It says with a mom weight, which I don't know what that
I don't
is,
know
of
what it is
19 or
either.
higher, but it basically says that that's like the sweet spot for durability, softness, and effectiveness.
Nice.
So yeah, it could be a perfect gift that, people, it feels like luxurious and perfect for the homebody, really for any female or male now too.
Mm-hmm.
One that I love are cozy socks. I mentioned that my older sister is really great on gifts, and she introduced me to Barefoot Dreams socks years
Yeah.
ago and got me like 3 packs for Christmas. And I love them. I'm obsessed. I cannot fall asleep with cold feet.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
I also like funny socks.
Yes.
I don't know why. Like for some reason, they just never get old to me. Just like really silly socks.
I'm the same. So I got some for Gabby for Christmas a couple of years ago, and it ended up like keeping them mostly for myself. They had like cat paws on them and then dog
Mhm.
paws.
Our last episode, you brought up like hiding gifts and then forgetting where we put them. I did that last Christmas. I saw like I think it was a bunch of silly socks from maybe Target, and they were
Uh-huh.
like it might have been like a Black
Advent calendar?
Friday or
Oh,
something. So I got a whole bunch of them really cheap, and I stuck them like in the back of my closet and forgot where I put them. And so then I ended up finding them like months later. And so then I just pulled them out. I'm like, okay, kids, here's the silly socks. Let's just divide them up. But
oh my
they
God, I
had
love that.
fun. Yeah.
During Christmas, did you remember? Like, I remember getting socks, but I don't know where
Yes,
I
I
put
was like,
them.
I don't know where I put them. Yeah.
That's funny. I love that. Yeah, socks, it's like it's one of those things, it's like I hate buying things like that for myself. Like
Yeah,
spending more
exactly.
money
Yeah.
on those kind of expensive like things, but it's for the homebody, it's like perfect. I love
Mhm.
it. And Uggs makes similar brands too, and there's all different kinds of the same kind of knit, but the Barefoot Dreams, they've just for me, they've held up. And I have also Nordstrom Rack sells them too.
Mhm.
And they're blankets. So if you want to splurge on something like that, but you don't want to pay the full price, that's a little tip. Like go to Nordstrom Rack.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good tip. There's a
Mm-hmm.
brand that I love, like if someone does want to splurge on it's not socks, it's blankets, and
Mm-hmm.
it's called Sunday Citizen,
Oh,
and
yes.
they're
Uh-huh.
comforters. So I bought 2 comforters from them, and it lasted a long time, but we have 3 dogs that sleep with us.
Yeah.
So eventually that got torn up, and so I was just looking at them online the other day like, "Do I get another one for this winter?" Because they're very expensive, but
Mm-hmm.
they are so fluffy and feel luxurious. So if you wanna splurge, I definitely recommend they have throw blankets, and then they also have
Oh,
comforters. So, yeah, if you don't wanna get because we have a king bed, so if you don't wanna get, like, the really expensive king comforter, you can get, like, a nice throw blanket.
I have a thing like I love making like little curated gifts for people, and it's always going to include like a comfy little cozy throw blanket. And I just kind of keep it neutral color because it's just something that like I guess it's just because I love it, like cuddling up under a blanket. So I always love that idea.
Something else I like that could kinda, like, the go with, like, the throw blanket.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking, like, being at home with cozy blanket. I like when people get, like, mason jars
Mm-hmm.
and will make, like, a soup mix, and it's just, like, all you need to do
Yes.
is add, like, hot water and a can of
Yes.
this. It's like,
They do that
"Oh,
too for
that's
like baked
great."
goods where it's like
Yes.
layered with like the flour, the sugar, the chocolate chips, whatever, and then just add a little recipe on there. And it's just like
Yes.
it's a perfect little thing just for you to do.
Mhm. If it's something, like, really simple where, like, I don't have to go out and buy anything or put in a lot of
Yeah.
effort, I love it. Or even, like, a dip, just something really simple where it's like, "Everything's there, here's the instructions, just throw it
And
together."
that speaks to what we talked about the last episode too. It's just like getting creative and without having to spend the money. Like those
Yeah.
are amazing ideas. Perfect for the homebody. I love it.
Mhm.
Candles. It's something that I hate spending money on for like a really good candle. So
Yeah.
I love when people get them for me. Personally, I love Nest. Like
So
I
I
love
like
their
Nest.
perfumes.
Something I like more than candles. This I have a candle right here, but I really like what are these things called? Like the
Oh, it's like a diffuser.
yes, I prefer the oil diffusers. I don't know why, but I just do.
Yeah,
I
I
think it's
think
just
those are
because you
great.
don't like with a candle, you only smell it really when it's lit. And I think I like the diffuser. Like I love walking into my home office and I just smell it right away.
You're right. Those do show up a bit more. I think the candle for me, it's more, it sets the tone for like a cozy night in. But because
Yeah.
of that, and I added this to the list too, along the lines of scents, is this Pura home scent diffuser.
So I bought one of those for our beach condo, which we rent out as an Airbnb. I was
Uh
trying to
huh.
be like all bougie and I was like, ooh, I can control it from my phone app from, another state away
Uh
and
huh.
make it smell like, lemons or whatever. But Logan has it now and is like it doesn't have any refills, but he's so interested in it for his room. So even for
Uh
a
huh.
teen, like if you have a teen, he's gotten very into making his bedroom cozy. So
Yes.
that can be a great gift for a teen.
You're right. Actually, yeah, because Gabby's obsessed with the candles and the scents too. So, why I love, whether it's this Pura home scent diffuser one or another one, I specifically wanted to get this one because my neighbor, I was cat sitting for her. And every time I would go up there, I'm like, my God, it smells so good.
Mhm.
Like, but when I have my candles going, like, I don't always smell them. And I was like, wow, this is it. Even when I like came home, like I had the scent on me. And I'm like, oh my God, I love this. So I just
Yeah.
saw at Nordstrom and they had like it was paired with this like winter, like evergreen scent, whatever. So I got that. But scent I think is really great for a gift and super thoughtful too, because it directly impacts the mood and
Mhm.
emotion. And
Yeah.
it's one of those things that brings you back. Like you'll never forget, like if you smell a certain scent, specifically like when I have perfumes, if somebody is like, my mom, she wanted to like borrow my perfume once. I'm like, wait, if you take it and put it on for you, just take it with you. It's gone. Like I
Yeah.
can never wear that scent again
Yeah.
because it reminds me of the person and no longer reminds me of me?
Mhm.
So I think and it creates like a nice restorative environment and it just feels personal. So I
Yeah.
think that is a great idea for the teens, actually. And they're just
Mhm.
great for the smaller space.
Yeah.
Yeah, along the lines of when you talk about like blankets. So, what's really popular are the weighted blankets.
Yeah.
So, there's one right now, I guess that's really pretty popular. It's like the Lola weighted blanket. And weighted blankets are just, you can find them all over, all different brands. We're just highlighting that one. But, I think Costco has even had them too, or you can look for Black Friday deals on Amazon. But why weighted blankets are great for gifts? This is on my list too, promotes a more deeper, restful sleep, reduces stress and anxiety, supports mindfulness and stillness, and encourages comfort year round. Now, I've been wanting to try one personally for myself because I sleep in a funny way where I end up like tucking my knees into my chest in the middle of the night. And my chiropractor was like, maybe get yourself a weighted blanket, but like a really heavy one
Mhm.
so that it'll be harder to lift your legs up to your chest.
I think there's a way to calculate based on like your body weight, what you're supposed to order.
Oh, the pressure.
Yeah.
Uh huh. Yep.
It's
I
like if
think
you're
you are
getting it for like
right.
a kid, you want it to have less weight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's something that can just be Googled to figure out how much weight to get.
Exactly. Another thing that I saw, because I was just browsing at Nordstrom today, where these really fun puzzles. So it's this brand called Piecework Puzzles, and it's women owned. It's created by these two women, Rachel Hawkhauser. I'm going to probably butcher that, and Jenna Wolf. But they basically designed it on a rainy weekend as a way to find joy in your leisure time. And they're such fun designs. So Nordstrom sells them. They're around like $40, but they have so many designs on their website. And it's like
Very cool.
everything from like the cat person or the dog person or baked goods or drinks. I love puzzles personally.
So I hate puzzles.
Really?
Yes. So Logan and my mom like puzzles. For some reason, absolutely hate it. I'm like, this is the
Really?
most annoying thing to me. Like searching for a certain piece, I find it frustrating.
Oh my God. I like love it. I loved it since I was a
Oh,
kid.
yeah, a lot of people do love puzzles. So I
I
think,
just threw one away recently because like I had kept moving it. What I got to do is get a little puzzle preservation mat because I was doing the roll up system so that like you can kind of slide it away. Because that was the thing is like I was always keeping on a coffee table and then people come over and you want to like
yeah.
clear it away. But you got to get one of those little coffee tables that have the drawer where you can put all your little sections that you've built together.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for a homebody, it's perfect. Maybe not for
Yeah.
you, but there are
I'm a
some
homebody,
others.
but for some reason not a puzzle person.
Yeah. There's also like weighted eye masks too, which I think those are
Oh,
also
nice.
really great too. If you don't want to get the whole blanket or commit to that, but that becomes like, it's still a decently priced item.
There's also eye masks that also have like headphones or like music.
Oh,
Logan has
cool.
one of these and he really likes it. It's like a real, like it completely blacks out. It has like foam around the eyes and yeah, and then it also plays music.
That's cool. I love that. And another thing I think is perfect for the homebody as well is like cozy accessories, especially if you're going to be hanging out in like in a cabin or things like that. Again, it's just some of those things that like I don't like love buying accessories for myself. When someone gives me them, like my sister gave me like a really nice like cashmere hat that I would never buy for myself.
Mhm.
Well, that might be a little bit more pricey, but I bet Quince sells them.
Yeah.
Cute little ones I just saw at Nordstrom too, like little fuzzy palms and in bright colors. Because again, when I buy myself accessories, I go for the more practical. So I'm like a black one or a tan one.
Yeah.
But to get like a fun color one from somebody as a gift, I think that's always nice.
Yeah.
So for our next category, for the newly single, and I think that as our lives change and shift, there's some fun things. And I found this one item that is the hangover healing hat. So it's like a cap you wear with like a built-in thing. And it's like you chill it and it's supposed to help relieve your hangovers.
Interesting.
Because I noticed myself when I, was newly single, then you're like, all of a sudden you're going out again
Yeah.
and probably drinking a lot more than maybe you had before. Hangovers are going to come. One that I love that I have a knockoff dupe version of is the Hatch alarm clock that just kind
Yes.
of
I've seen
brightens.
those.
So this could be just a good item just to kind of get yourself on new routines. I know that when
Does
I
that
was
work
first,
well for you?
it does. Yeah. So I wonder though if the actual Hatch brand itself works better than the Amazon dupe, because the Amazon dupe one, it kind of like starts to bright, and then it goes quick to the full. And I'm like, that
Yeah,
was
I
almost
think
too
it's
much.
supposed to be real slow or like very
So I think,
slowly brightens
yeah,
up.
it's supposed to, but the dupe one, it doesn't quite do that. It does it in very few steps. But yeah, it definitely does help me wake up feeling more refreshed. So I remember, when I was newly single, I was all of a sudden like, I wanted to get on this really early morning routine of working out. So it's creating new routines, and that it's been a helpful tool for me.
Yeah.
But they're kind of expensive. I think they're like $200, the real ones, but the
Oh,
Amazon one was
wow.
like 30. Yeah, I think so. Something like that. So I'm hoping it actually works better than the Amazon one.
Yeah.
I love PJs as a great new fun gift idea. So this initial idea came from my sister, because when you're married, usually getting in a routine of like a baggy t-shirt and shorts or sweatpants or whatever. And she's like, well, you're going to be doing some fun sleepovers now,
Yeah.
So she got me like cute little camisole shorts and a cami top, just like cute, sexy items that maybe you didn't have or weren't wearing as recently that now you might be doing some sleepovers.
Yeah. That's a cute idea.
I know Skims makes a lot of stuff and they've had some controversy for those. God awful. If anybody has not heard about this, if the carpet matches the drapes, like
Yes.
thongs, horrible.
And they've sold out, which it just has to be like it's so stupid and ridiculous that it's almost like a white elephant kind of thing.
Well, yeah, it has to be. So
Yeah.
if you want a white elephant, hopefully they're going to come back around and serve you for that.
Or I love the people on TikTok who are making their own with like a hot glue gun and
big granny panties.
Yes.
And just putting a color patch that
yes.
didn't exist there. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But Skims aside, I have not purchased anything from them, but they do have some pretty cute other kind of cozy PJ sets there that I think are cute. So if you can get a
and I
sexy
always
style.
like Nordstrom always has a really good selection of nice PJs. And I also like Soma.
Yes, exactly. Those are great options. I think also for the newly single are the nameplates. So I know Sarah Jessica Parker
I'm wearing one right now.
Yes. And yeah, and They were so popular. I had my own one when I was in high school,
Mm-hmm.
and then they kind of went away and then they came back, and that's a new thing. So,
Yeah, I got my stepdaughter. This is actually, you sent me the link a couple years ago. It's at like One Necklace.
uh-huh.
That's
Yep.
where this is from. And I got one, and they're very reasonably priced. Like these are, I think, less expensive than the Bauble Bar ones. And I'm really
Yeah.
happy with it. And I got one for each of my stepdaughters too.
Yeah, that was a great gift I got for Gabby, and you can choose for those, you can even choose like the thickness of it. So you can get them a
Mm-hmm.
little bit thicker too to hold up, and like the font style. I also loved just initial ones too, but
Yeah.
even wearing like your kids' names. Like I always wanted to get one with Gabby's name too.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that those are nice. It's like a nice little conversation starter too. If you're out newly single and you're looking for new ways for people to just immediately recognize your name. So that could be like a little tip. Maybe I
Yeah.
should take my own advice. There's also this like, yeah, when I would mention about the weighted sleep mask, it is by the brand Nod Pod.
Okay.
And that is, yeah, it's supposed to help you get more restful sleep. And conversation cards. I think that this is a great
Okay.
item because if you think about it, if you newly single, you're getting out there, more conversations you're having, going on dates, and just reclaiming yourself, rebuilding yourself.
Mhm.
So sometimes we get stuck in a rut. I know we talked about this on one of our dating episodes, asking the same old things.
Mm.
But having some of these conversation cards, maybe you don't pull them out on the date, but maybe it's more just for you to review and kind of have some of these questions in your mind. I
Yeah.
think that would be a good gift to give somebody.
I also think like self-care kind of things like a gift card for a manicure would be really
Yes.
nice.
Yes. Yeah.
Or
And
massage.
yes, exactly. And then too, like, because again, when my sister had always got these things for me too, she would get me like gift cards to get new outfits and things too.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Because it's just like, again, like freshening up your wardrobe.
Or also even, this could go for the homebody, but like a DoorDash gift card. Because like you're newly single, you
Yeah,
don't want to cook for just
you're
yourself.
right.
And so it's like that can be nice to do DoorDash. Or there's a place in Atlanta called Casseroles that, have you ever
Yes.
been there?
No, I haven't.
So I feel certain they would do gift cards, like a gift card to that
Yes.
casseroles place.
That's
Because it's nicer than
amazing.
like DoorDash because you can like, and they actually will deliver. So I've had them deliver. But it's like homemade, like they home make different casseroles
That's
and
actually a
dishes.
really great idea, especially because I know we talked about a previous episode where what does it look like with the holidays when you may not have your kids on Christmas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was a couple of years where I would just order pizza and I was like okay with it if I was Christmas Eve by myself. But if I had a casserole that I didn't have to
Yeah.
make and
Mm-hmm.
you have the leftovers, I can imagine like I love beef ziti and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, this is what I'm going to get for myself. But think about for other people too, because I think that's a great idea. I love that idea. A couple other things I know everybody loves the Stanley Cups, but I saw this at Nordstrom. They have their like great little gifting area. They have this really cute like little flask. It was like
That'd
adorable.
be fun for a single girlfriend.
Exactly. And then they have this new little cute, it's called like the Julianne mini cooler and it has a strap. I think about, when you're going on these like picnic dates, there's some more fun ideas there and you can like have your own cute little cooler bag. You'll be like, oh, I'll bring my own little bubbly drinks in a can or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it for now for that category. Now we're going to go to the tweens. So covering some of the co-ed stuff first. So I bought this for Gabby. I told you about this earlier. So this brand, Nido.
Yeah, I'd never heard of that.
So it's these little like squishy, and this is like an advent calendar. So I'll add the link. I have it like in my TikTok shop, but basically it's like one for each of the days. So these are so popular with the kids. It's all these like sensory items. Like her friends are obsessed. And the one tip, if somebody does order this and their kids like look at the mail, just FYI, it did say it was from TikTok shop and it said like Nido advent calendar. And she's like, oh, I know Nido. What is that, mommy? I'm like, so yeah. But it's fun and cute and it's all these squishies. Yeah, her friends, like they love like all this sensory stuff. And they come with like, a lot of them will come with like these little loops to make them to ornaments too.
Oh, neat.
So
That's
she
cool.
tore into all of them.
All
Yeah,
three of our kids are like hugely into LED lights for their rooms.
she was like a couple of years ago.
Ours still, like, I don't
Really?
know, it hasn't gotten old for them. They all really like the LED lights.
You know
Yeah.
what could be cool along those lines? Because as I'm renovating the spa, we're going to put these fiber optic lights into the ceiling tiles to make it look like
Ooh,
stars. And a lot of them will sync with music
that's cool.
and things. That would be really cool. But this advent calendar, I think is perfect for kids. If your kids are into the little neato things, I think like, it's funny, like her friends, we would go on a trip and put this down and they go to like all these little cute boutique gift shop stores and they come back with like these squishy neatos. I'm like, that's what you're getting from like the beach, but like you can get that anywhere. But they just like love them. Just always sensory. So the Owala bottles. Do your kids have any of those yet?
The girls do. Logan, he doesn't really care about the brand, but yes, the Owala is like, I guess, the brand for
The
the girls to
brand.
have now.
Well, I have one too. Yeah, Gabby wanted one. And what I do love about it is that you basically, the straw and the way you sip it, it's very easy. Like, and it doesn't make a mess.
Like
Doesn't
more
spill.
so than the Stanley.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the Stanley actually leaks.
Interesting.
These do not. Yep. It's kind of like you're just sipping from it. You just got to try theirs and then you're going to want one yourself. But
Interesting.
what I think would be a really fun gift for them too is not just getting them the bottle, but then getting them like stickers because they love putting stickers on
Yeah.
them.
There is a water bottle that Logan, I said he doesn't care about brands, but he actually does on this one because you buy these flavored things to put in the lid.
Yes.
I
I
don't
can't think
have
of
no
the
idea
name
the
right now.
brand. He at the grocery store, he was like, "Oh, mom, help me pick out all these different flavors." And he
Mm-hmm.
really likes those.
Yeah. Yeah. That's also a good one. We'll add a link to that because I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I know which one you're talking about too.
Yeah, and like the different little flavor things could be a good stocking stuffer.
Yes, actually, you're right. Another thing too that's really popular right now, I know like pop sockets for the cell phones were really, really
Mhm.
like popular, but now it's like this thing called the Octo Buddy. And it basically is just like these little like pad, like a suction pad, and it comes in different sizes. So even like a pod. So like just suctions on the back of your phone. So if you only wanted a small square, medium, large, comes in all different colors and it allows you to basically just stick your phone kind of anywhere
Oh, that's cool.
while you're making all your TikToks and all that stuff, or just watching streaming on there. So for the girls, all these girls are so into, I know that your girls are probably all into the scents,
Mhm.
perfumes and body mists and sprays. There was one that I came across. So it's called Eau de Juice body mists.
Mm.
And their packaging is so cute. It literally looks like a little juice box.
Oh, that sounds adorable.
Adorable. And they sell like the eau de parfums, but they also sell like the body mist. I think they're like only $12 each, but they'll sell like gift package or they'll do where it comes with several of them. But since they're like pure sugar, cherry cherie, beach please, they sell them at Ulta, Urban Outfitters. They're just really adorable. And I feel like those are perfect stocking stuffers too.
Something that this is my stepdaughter, has really gotten into is Moroccan oil, which now I've kind of become obsessed with it. And something I really like about Moroccan oil, like if you like that scent, there are so many different products like
Yes.
bar soap, body wash, day dry oil, nighttime body oil. I mean, it just goes on and on, but it's kind of nice. I like having like all these different products in the same scent. There's like a hair mist, there's
I
a
love hair
perfume.
mists.
Yeah.
Another thing that's becoming pretty popular amongst the tweens is, the Instamax stacks, the Fujifilm cameras, like with
I
the
haven't seen
little
those.
Polaroid pictures.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the kids are like, it's funny. They want to use like also disposable cameras. I'm like, wait,
Really?
what? Yes.
It's very retro.
Yes. When I took her friends on a trip, like they went and they were carrying around. I'm like, how much
Why?
it's going to cost so much money to
Yeah.
develop the film. And CVS and Walgreens don't do it anymore. Like an 1 hour photo film thing like they used to have. You have to like send it off,
Oh my God.
but it's like fun for them.
Okay.
So these little cameras, these cute, they come in really adorable colors and they're like $100. And I think they probably sell gift sets. I bet they sell them at Costco too for value to get more of the refillable paper, but it prints out the little picture there and it's fun for the kids. Uh-huh. Yeah. And then there's this like Free People quilted backpack. So actually this is like really cute. I can't take credit for finding this one. This was from one of my direct reports and she was like, this is so cool. And I love the quilted bag, but this is a quilted backpack and it's a
Okay.
hiker backpack and it comes in all these different fun colors, like adorable. I want one for myself. And then like makeup organizers, like a ton on Amazon that are really cute and adorable that can kind of sit on their dresser. I love those.
Nice.
Now, getting into the boys, I would imagine for me to think for boys, and like you mentioned a couple good things for Logan, but I would have a lot more trouble. But this item is something that Gabby asked me for recently, so it could work for both for a pull up bar.
We have one, and all three of the kids like it.
Really? She like couldn't wait for me to order it. I like don't remember the last time she put it up between the door. Actually, I got to ask her, but she's like, I'm going to challenge. And mommy, can you start pulling yourself up? I'm like, no, I cannot.
Nope, I sure can't.
But yeah, so funny. She's like, I got to get one. So that's a great one. The one of my friends, Joelle, she has two boys who are in like the tween teens, and she's like, Tiffany, just as equal as the girls are all into the Ulta and Sephora for the skincare and perfumes, the boys are.
Yes, like
For the
right around
cologne.
that tween age, they start worrying about smelling good. And so I've gotten all kinds of different. One year, kind of towards the younger age, I got some of the male Bath and Body Works scents. But now, like, because Logan and I were at the mall the other day, and I went into Bath and Body Works and was like, "Hey, do you want to check anything out?" And it's not cool anymore. Now he wants to go to Nordstrom Rack and like pick out, like the manly scents. But yes, they like all the scents.
So what is good for that too, because Gabby's super into perfume just as well. But again, it's like you want to give them the gift for Christmas, but it's no different than when I buy myself a bottle of perfume. I try to make sure I try the scent on in the store and then walk around it for the day. And then it changes over time. And you're like, oh my God, get this off of me. So I will usually buy a roller ball. Well, the roller balls can be like 25 to 38 or something like that. It's still not cheap. So there's a lot of brands out there that will sell the sample packets of like the way smaller kinds.
You can so there's two places I know of. So one is Sephora. Like Sephora will have, I'm pretty sure they have a men's cologne one, and they definitely have a women's perfume one. And it's like little mini trial sizes of their most popular scents.
Yes.
And then there's like a thing in it where you can go get a full size of the one that you like the most.
Like a promo, right?
Yeah. And there's also, there's a website called Lucky Scent. I did this one year for Logan, and it's not his thing yet because Lucky Scent is like niche perfumes and colognes. So if you really wanted something like that's not going to be something that everyone else is wearing. So I love it for myself. Like Serge Lutens is a brand, and like some of my favorite scents I've found there. But yeah, I got a bunch of like little samples, and he wasn't a fan. He tends to prefer more the mainstream stuff that like you would smell at the mall. So the Sephora one would be great for, I think, that age.
Yeah. So along those lines, that makes me think about this brand. And I saw an ad, I was served it, and I was like, okay, I'm in. And it's called Fern, like Fern. And they do that whole thing. And let me tell you, I think it's like a little bit of a scam. I don't know. They basically make you feel FOMO. Like we do small batches of perfume and enter your credit card. And it literally says on their site, enter the upcoming drawing for a space on the Fern ledger. If your name is selected, we'll send you a bottle of our latest seasonal perfume. Thereafter, we'll blend the bottle just for you, blah, 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 delivered on the solstice equinox. So what they do, yeah. Literally, yes. And it says each bottle is $129 and includes a sample vial and free returns, which I need to return 2 bottles because I both don't like them, because they made me think that I didn't win it, because they send you an email. It's like, oops, sorry, you didn't get it. So you're like, oh, okay, whatever. And then magically a bottle appears. Like, we had extra or whatever it was. And you get it, and you get the free vial, and you get another like small thing. And I'm like, no, I don't like this. And there's like a link to watch a video of it. They produce a special video related to it. It wasn't for me. I have 2 bottles, and I got to see if I can return them. Probably can't, because this summer season's definitely over. But fall,
so something I got the kids last year, and I had them all share this because it's interesting and silly. So it is a fragrance, but it's not a fragrance that you would actually want to wear. It's called Eau de Space. It was developed by NASA to train astronauts on how outer space actually smells.
What?
So you sniff this and you are literally smelling outer space. I'm like, that is so cool and bizarre.
Oh my God.
And it smells terrible. Outer space does not smell nice, because I think it's like the scent of like, dying stars.
Oh my God. How much was it?
Let me look it up. And I think you have to get it from their website. Like it's eaudespace.com. If you buy 2, you can save $20. Let's see. I mean, it's fun. It's like this is it's $50. Yeah. The smell of space. So what they ended up doing is, if they got mad at each other, they'd go to the other person's bedroom and spray this? And so then I would start hearing arguments. Logan, you
Me
sprayed the space scent.
space.
Yeah,
Oh
so I
my
had to
God.
hide it eventually. But it was something just like completely
Hmm.
unique off the wall. Like,
Yeah. And it's
this is what
something that they're going to
space smells like.
remember.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh my God. Yeah, that it's a perfect setup because you have one boy and two girls there and they're picking on each other. That's funny.
Yeah.
Another popular one for the boys are like the portable speakers. JBL makes some really cute
Hmm.
like colors and things that they can match their bag. It has a little loop. So those are
And are
great.
those waterproof? Because a waterproof
Hmm.
speaker, yeah, that's great because they start
Bluetooth.
taking their long showers and yeah.
That was one of the things I got for Gabby because I was noticing like she was like singing in the shower and I was like, you can just bring like a speaker in here. So I got her that one
Hmm.
year too. For boys also, maybe more into it than girls, like a little drone.
Yeah.
Is Logan into any of that stuff?
He has been in the past. And usually he breaks it and then it's like, all right.
Mm.
Oh, something else. Logan's getting a little old for this, but he's 15. So like for a younger tween teen, there's something called Crunch Labs. I think it's from
Mm.
that. What is that science-y influencer guy? I can't remember.
Oh,
But
yes.
it's the sciencey influencer guy that all the teen boys know, and it's a monthly subscription box, and it's like you build something, and then there's like a lesson that goes along with it about
Yeah.
like
So
kind of a
it's,
science lesson.
yep. So founded by engineer and YouTuber, yeah, Mark Rober in
Okay.
2002. So it's just like relatively new.
Yeah, yeah. So
That's
it's
cool.
cool. Yeah.
I love that. Okay. Well, another thing on the list too is Dr. Squatch soap bundles.
I have not heard of this.
Yeah, I think they started selling them honestly. Like they're yeah, it's like a Sasquatch. It's just like Dr. Squatch. You've probably seen if you look it up, you'll see like the logo's kind of fun.
Okay.
But there's like yeah, it's this cute little Sasquatch character and they have like all different flavor scents. It's like Alien and Predator, Dangerous Duo, or Fall Favorites, or Brick of the Dead 3-pack, Spooky
I'll have
Suds
to look into those.
Bundle, yeah, Alien, Awakening, and Predator Purge. Best day ever 4-pack, rugged and ready to go. Yeah, Heroic Duo. So it's like it's
Cute.
fun,
Yeah.
for those ages. And to wrap up our list of the tween boys, like we said, like cologne and iPad are great, and of course, video games.
Yeah. One year, recently we got Logan like a new desktop computer, but it was like a specifically like gaming computer. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know anything about that. Jeff picked it out. And then they like their gaming chairs. They're big on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Gaming chairs, headphones,
Hmm.
earbuds, like noise
Even
canceling.
the mouse, like Logan's been like, oh, I need a certain
Yes.
mouse. I'm like, what? But it's a
Right.
thing.
Yes. The light up and it's a whole experience
Hmm.
completely. Hopefully, some of these ideas inspire you all on your shopping. I know that I have just now some new ideas and I'm going to go start getting on my list, but we'll make sure we're going to keep doing more of these because we have other areas to cover for the fashionista, for the beauty lover, for the foodies, for the pet lovers.
And so I guess our show notes will have like links for stuff for
Definitely.
everyone. Okay.
Yep. Yep. And then our episode on YouTube will have little images and things coming up too for a more visual
Cool.
experience. So yeah, so this wraps up our episode for this. And we have more to come, and we're so excited for the holidays, but hopefully you don't feel as overwhelmed, but start getting some of the things down. I think start looking at another tip, like when I remembered this one, when I was at Nordstrom today, the sales associate there, she was like, make sure you start checking some of the brands that you know and love and the retailers because they're going to start having certain promos on items. So if you can start making those lists in your head to know that like, oh, my kid is really into electronics and start following those specific retailers, especially if they're more costly items because they'll do different deals because they're wanting to get you in the door. Like she mentioned to me and I was like, I had no idea. She's like, yeah, we'll do certain days where it's like $99 cashmere sweater
Okay.
because they know that if they're going to do a promo like that, you're going to come into the store for that, but you're going to leave with other things.
Something I completely forgot mentioning, which I probably should have mentioned in the last episode, was our family supermarket sweep tradition. Completely forgot
What?
about that.
What?
We talked about it one time.
I
So,
don't know if I knew this.
so we do
I
this.
used to love that show as a kid.
I did too, which is where it came from. So we do this in years when we don't have the kids Christmas morning
Uh-huh.
because we can give them cash and they can get a lot more for their money with the after Christmas sales. Because it's like, why buy everything full price before
Yes.
Christmas
And
when
paying extra rush shipping fees.
we don't see them until after Christmas? So I came up with the whole supermarket sweep idea, and we started it out where we would give them a wad of cash, which little kids
Uh-huh.
especially think like, I have 100
Oh my
ones,
God.
right? Like, that's
But it was also a
amazing.
good teaching lesson just to see how far money goes or doesn't go.
And so we would time them at first. We don't do it anymore. Now it's like we just do a family shopping day. But at first it'd be like, it's supermarket sweep. You have 10 minutes in Target. Meet us at the front when you're ready to check out. And if you don't have your stuff,
What?
you can't buy it. Yeah. And they would like run around like crazy and yeah. And then be at the front and having to check out. And then we go to another store. Okay, you have 10 minutes here. But then as they got older, it just morphed into like, okay, we're going to do a family day at the mall and everybody has a certain amount of money to spend.
I love that.
But what I love about it for the years when we don't have them Christmas morning is, I mean, it's a family tradition and they get more for their money. And it's just this fun
Mhm.
thing we all do together. And then we always go to Cafe Intermezzo afterwards. It's like our
That
thing.
I
We shop,
love.
go to Cafe Intermezzo.
Do you give them like what was your time limit for like running through the store?
I mean, we don't even do that anymore. I think we did that for maybe the first 2 years when they were really
Mhm.
little, and that was fun. And then it just morphed into like, there's no time limit. But I mean, it would be quick, like, but I'd tell them that they needed to plan it ahead of time. So be like, okay, here's the stores we're going to. You're only going to get 10 minutes, or it might have been 15. It
Did they
wasn't,
like map out the floor plan?
yes. Yeah, like it
Well,
wasn't more than like 20 minutes max. It was something where I knew they'd have to like be quick and they'd have
right.
to know what they wanted to get. And so I tell them, plan for Target and this is how much time you have. You want to know like what aisle you're going to and what exactly you want.
I love so do you remember this brings me back to being a kid, Toys R Us used to do like a sweepstakes.
Yeah, I do.
So it was the same thing. And I can't tell you how many times as a kid I dreamt that I won it. And I mapped out everything. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, I'm going to go in the Barbie aisle.
Yeah, wasn't it
And
like one kid got to do like just going into Toys R Us
with
and
their
grabbing?
cart, you had to fill the cart.
Yes.
And there was a lot of time.
I've forgotten
And
all about that.
oh my God. And I always said, like, one day when I have a kid, I'm going to do that. And then I have this sweet kid who I tried doing something like that to her when she was younger. And we would go to Toys R Us when it still was around. And then it went away and now somewhat came back, not really. And she'd be like, I'm good. I just want this one thing. And I'm like, what? I need to live vicariously through you. My inner child is really craving this experience that I dreamt about for so long. Now we can do it. And you're saying, no, mommy,
It's
I
too
just want
funny.
this one puzzle or toy. But I was like, I'm going to put my hand down the Barbie aisle and go, and then go to the Nintendo section. Just give me all these tickets.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm going to do that with her though. That sounds fun
it is
in a
fun.
creative way. Well, hopefully this inspired you all because it's definitely inspired me. And we'll be back next week with a lot more fun and more gift guide ideas and other things to cover right here on Holistic Dose. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Take care.
Bye.